they want everyone to think like they're doing it on their own? No. We are having people who are spearheading this. We will start from the DCI, we go to NIS, we go whichever place we have to go, but they have to let it go. We cannot live in a country that we are threatened each and every time. We cannot live in a country where we have someone like Osoro who keeps on laughing at us when we are making very powerful points and making us feel like we are bullshitting around. We cannot keep on doing that. And simply as I end, I'm just saying, even what the president has done, that is all bullshit. We rub it off. All that statement is null and void. We cannot be criminals today and tomorrow someone calls us my sons and daughters. No, that is not what we need to do. Remember, impunity starts at birth, and nothing will ever make it equal to change or equal to something better. Impunity starts at birth. And the bad is where someone begins. If someone began being bad during their times campaigning for MCA or MP or whichever, they will keep on that trail. And we must not forget. And even as we have the placards tomorrow, we'll have others that will indicate we will not forget. We will not forget the lives that are lost. We will not forget whatever happened in Githurai yesterday. We will not forget whatever happened in town. And we will also not forget what they are trying to do in Eldoret today. Paying people so that demonstration will not happen. Paying people to disrupt. We will not stand and watch them do all those things. It is too late for us to back down. It is too late for us to sit down and say that now the finance bill is over, we cannot talk. No, we have a lot of things. The CAS, we have the DCI, they have to come to books. All those things, we will go back to them. Because even when you realize the people who are captured, the people who are abducted, once they come back, they don't come back fully as themselves. They come back either they're disturbed and all those things, and this is simply because of impunity. Today, I spoke to someone. There's another advocate I was speaking to today when the media was announcing that the High Court has suspended deployment of KDF, which is not true. The only thing that happened, and let me read it for you, quote unquote, what the person told me is this: the direction issues by Mugambi J, that is now the advocate who was hearing, is that the matter should be heard tomorrow. It is not like they did. So even the media, we will also bring them to books. Starting with Citizen TV, we will bring them to books as well tomorrow. So it's not like we don't have a plan. We have a plan. The only thing is to strategize on how we are going to do it. And also one of these days, we'll just find a day that is not a day maybe for us to go to the streets and all that. We should even go to Githurai and do a candle lighting in Githurai. Just one day, it's a peaceful walk. If it's wearing white, wear white. We go to Githurai and we do a candle. And that is just that. We don't need to do anything else. But we must speak. We are the voice of today. There is nothing about tomorrow. And nobody should even threaten you. There is nothing about tomorrow. It is today. And we
Thank you, Sana. Thank you. Kalicha, I can see you, Kalicha, but that figure of 6 is really making people angry. Like right now, Beshtango amenikola akaniambia one of the person alipotea jana ametafutwa, amepatikana KNH lying dead. Headshot. This is sad. Kalicha, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much, Kimuzi. First of all, I'd like to actually send my condolences to the families who lost their loved ones. I'd like to actually tell everyone that participated yesterday that this particular death should not deter you, because at the end of the day, there is actually a bigger cause that we are actually fighting for. If there is anyone outside there who still doubts that the sovereign power belongs to the people, then yesterday was your answer. It is the answer spoken by the very many people, young and old, and everyone who has been pained by this particular regime. See, the problem with Kenya is not the fact that we don't have funds or about the fact that we are in debt. No, the problem is about issues.
Hello?
Yes. So the issues that we have is about accountability. The fact that these particular platforms have been used to enrich people. So anyone who wants to become rich sees the best way to become rich is to become a politician. I'll be able to go there and I'll be able to actually get tenders. So the question is, like for example, if I ask you a question, Milan or Kimuzi, if I ask you a question, if maybe you send someone to go and buy you a phone or bread outside, and then the person calls you and tells you, you know what, bread here is 2K. Will you accept that the bread is 2K? You'll obviously not accept. The reason why I'm saying that is, why is there not a special kind of like audit methods put in place to be able to also audit all these particular development infrastructure projects? For instance, you see, all of them are very much bloated, very much inflated. You see, a project is being spearheaded, and then the budget doesn't even actually make sense. How do you tell me that maybe let's say a 10, 20, 30 kilometer tarmac road goes for billions when in real sense actually a fraction of that particular money that has been allocated for it is what is used? So we should not actually just say that, you know what, because the finance bill has been rejected and has been withdrawn, then that's it. We haven't won. We are just starting this particular war. We should actually take our country back. That is a statement that should be in everybody's mind. And the other thing is, I'm saying, you see.
Hello guys.
Yes.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Well,
but someone.
Yeah, we can hear you, but wacha Kalicha malize. Let Kalicha finish speaking.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kimuzi. The other thing I'm saying is that, you know, I can't even begin to imagine how much of a coward you have to be to shoot someone who is running away from you. The person who shot Rex Masai shot him. Yani, as in, I don't even understand, how do you shoot a person who's clearly running away from you? They were not charging at them. They were not actually like endangering them in any manner. So these people were running away. He shot this particular person, and then see, the worst part is that this was a gunshot to the limb, to the lower limb. I suppose maybe this person shattered the main artery because it actually passes on the backside of the leg, or of the thigh actually. So they shot him. They see this person is bleeding, has been shot on the limb. This is a person who you can easily save, and then they let him there. They tell him, "Watch akufe." So there is actually a kind of a footage or a picture that has been taken of this particular officer, but I'm very much sure that there are actually like surveillance cameras around there which can be able to actually like capture the face of that particular person very well. So what I say is that let's not let these people, just because they have died, and we say that they died for a better cause. No, these particular people who shot them should be taken to book. They should be held accountable for that. I'm very much certain that there's actually one or two surveillance cameras which might actually capture the face of these people well, especially that particular person who, because there is no justification in that. There is no justification at all because of the fact that these people were not even in a protected area. You can't say that these people were in a protected area. That's the first thing. The second thing, this person was clearly running away from you. And even if you say this person was charging at you, how was someone charging at you shot behind the leg on the thigh? So let's follow up with that. Let's make sure that there's a dedicated team. I know there are not leaders in this particular movement, but let's make sure that there's actually a dedicated team. Even if they'll volunteer, that they'll be the ones following up with IPOA for such kind of people to be held accountable. The other thing is this particular guy. I don't want to call him even a president or whatever, because honestly, I've come to hate this person so much. I hate him and I hate the family and all that. he lies through the teeth. So they know that the problems that we are having is not only the finance bill, it's the fact that our funds are being embezzled, and the fact that someone can come in and then say, you know what, give out 20 million to this weekend, the other we can give out. Why should you flaunt the same money that we are actually like being taxed heavily? You're embezzling them, and then you're coming to flaunt it in front of our faces. See, that is the problem, and Kenyans should actually realize that, you know what, this is our money. This is our money, and it's not something we actually should be laughing about. The other thing is that, and this might not really concern me, but I think you should, the religious platforms that give these people the audience. Why, if I go to pray in the mosque, I go to pray and I leave. If you go to pray to church, you go, you listen to the sermon, you listen to the spiritual information that you're given. But why should someone who's not a bishop, is not a father, is not anybody given a platform to talk? Why should it be like that? There should be a kind of like awakening that, you know what, all these particular platforms which gives these people audience, which support these particular people and give them that particular kind of like push, should be fought. And that is very important. It's very painful, the fact that we lost a lot of lives yesterday. I feel so bad that, you know what, people who were demonstrating came from all over Nairobi and all over the country. People were demonstrating. But why is it that you don't go and shoot people in Karen, you don't go and shoot people in Kilimani, you don't go and shoot people in I don't know, all the other high ends, and then you go and shoot people in Githurai? Why should these people suffer the most at the end of the day? So one thing is, if you've been going to the protest and movement, go there peacefully. If you have not been going to the protest, then please, you have a very important tool. There's a movement that has been created on this particular platform X that has gone viral all over the world, and people are admiring what the Kenyans have done. Why they have stood their ground, and they are demanding accountability. So use this particular platform. It doesn't matter the kind of following you command. Just repost, retweet, anything. You don't lose anything. But at the end of the day, you're amplifying this particular movement. So I know we don't have any leaders, but let me thank Boni, Hanifa, Kimuzi, Otero, Billy, and many other people who I cannot be able to mention. I know you're not leaders, but thank you very much for standing strong and continue doing the same. And may God bless Kenya. May God grant us this particular zeal to be able to go on. And thank you very much for this particular opportunity. God bless you all.
Thank you for your input. I just want to put one across there.